Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with the Atakline for Tuesday, September the 4th, 2012, aka will be Tuesday. I'll get to why I said that in a moment. But I hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. I did try to make the best out of it because I didn't DJ at the Peach Fest again this year. I was supposed to DJ this year. I thought I was, and I got fired by the Romeo Lions Club, so I ended up going to Peach Fest as an observer to see the Lions Club fair because I wasn't there. Hopefully they learn the lesson and I come back next year. And then, besides that, I went to Art Speeds and Eats in Royal. Never been to Art Speeds and Eats ever, whether it was in Pontiac or now in this new location in Pontiac, because I've always been to Peach Fest every year, because like I said, I've been going there for years as a kid, because I live around Romeo. So first I'm going out of Romeo for Labor Day, going to Art Speeds and Eats Saturday was fun, went to the parade Saturday and Sunday and Monday at Peach Fest, which was fun, despite, like I said, not disc jockeying. I didn't get to go to the parades last year because I was disc jockeying, so that was one only good thing about not DJing Peach Fest. So there you go, that was my Labor Day weekend. Hope you had a good one yourselves. But now it's back to work, and for some of you out there, back to school. Not for me, well, back to school with disc jockey in a couple of weeks, so there you go. Now, kicking off with some sad news over this Labor Day weekend, as Clark Duncan, of course, known for his Academy Award nominated role in The Green Mile, and also a wrestling fan, died at the age of 54, according to a representative for his family. He suffered a myocardial infarction, a heart attack, and never fully recovered, a written statement from his lawyer said. He died in Los Angeles Hospital, where he had been since having the heart attack more than 7 weeks ago. And I didn't know he was dating Omarosa. I didn't know he was dating Omarosa. Apparently they said his girlfriend was the first to provide life-saving efforts when he had the heart attack. I didn't know he was dating Omarosa. That's kind of weird, because Omarosa's from The Apprentice. But besides that, rest in peace to you, Michael Clark. I didn't see his movie, The Green Mile, or any of his other movies, but I've seen him at wrestling events. He's a big wrestling fan, and he was. I've seen him in a lot of wrestling events in Los Angeles when they were in Los Angeles. So, sad to see that happen to him, especially so young of a heart attack, you know. But rest in peace to Michael Clark Duncan, and condolences go out to his friends and family at this very, very sad time for him, especially, like I said, he died on Labor Day. There's been many people who died on Labor Day in the past. You know, Steve Irwin died on Labor Day, so it's kind of a sad thing when people die on any day, especially if they die on Labor Day. So rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan. Now, while people were mourning the death of Michael Clark Duncan over the weekend, Jay-Z hosted his first annual festival. The Made in America Festival dominated Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with an iron fist, as the events were highlighted by, of course, Jay-Z, handling both nights, including Sunday night's performance with Pearl Jam, and other people on it, including Skrillex, Linkin Park, I heard, and the newly reunited RUN-DMC, first performance together in 10 years, since the untimely death of Jam Master Jay. So there you go, Jay-Z's festival, a big success. A lot of great performances heard from that great event that happened. I saw just a tiny bit of RUN-DMC's act on streaming on YouTube, because I've been busy this weekend. I had a chance to watch any of it live besides RUN-DMC on Sunday, but from what I saw from RUN-DMC, they were great. It was a decent weekend in Philadelphia for Made in America with Jay-Z. Who knows if it'll happen again. But it was already plagued by Chris Cornell leaving at the last minute, a few days before the festival took place over some scheduling conflict. But they didn't derail the festival, and it'll be a big success. So there you go. Now there's some people making announcements. Now, Apple is announcing their annual event for the conference stuff, saying that next week, next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, September 12th, Apple's about to make a big announcement. So people were expecting iPhone 5. Last year we had iPhone 4S. Of course, now having a big announcement in the aftermath of the death of Steve Jobs. But now it's, of course, iPhone 5 imminent to be announced next week. In a big event next week. I think it's in like New York or something. So there you go. iPhone 5 set to be formally revealed next week. Part of a big event happening in San Francisco. So there you go. iPhone 5 announced supposedly next week. Speaking of making announcements, I've been mentioning throughout the last couple of Ataklines that the Rolling Stones have been hinted to make an announcement today. Will be Tuesday, as they like to call it. Now, there was rumors last week that the announcement was maybe going to be announcements of 4 shows in New York and London. 2 in London, 2 in New York, set to take place this November. Well, I said to myself, well, this announcement, I've been trying not to build up hype around myself, because I always like to have major announcements. I always hype it up, end up sucking. Well, this was the case. Like I said, this announcement could be anything from announcing a couple one-off shows to announcing as lame as a greatest hits album with 2 new songs. Well, that's what they announced today. A greatest hits album with 2 new songs. In honor of the 50th anniversary, of course, they already have the documentary Surefire Hurricane coming out in November. But they got a new greatest hits album entitled Simply Grrr. G-R-R-R for Greatest Hits. Short term. The new album will be coming out November 13th. Greatest Hits album with 2 new songs they will see in the studio. And that's why I said this announcement could be anything from, like I said, a concert tour, a couple one-off shows, to being as lame as just announcing a lousy Greatest Hits album, another compilation album where it is another Greatest Hits album announced with 2 new songs, Gloom and Doom, and One Last Shot. 2 new songs recorded in Paris, France, a couple weeks ago. So there you go. Stones' major announcement is what I had feared. A crappy one. Just a Greatest Hits album. No hint of a possible. They didn't mention anything about the rumors about them doing New York and London. That's probably another announcement for another day. So Stones, new Greatest Hits album. Who gives a fuck? We want a tour! Damn it. Not just one-off shows in Chicago, New York. Come to Detroit, baby. Please. I want to see them before they die. Okay, there you go. Now, Rolling Stones have done a lot of things, including perform at the MTV Video Music Awards back in 1994. Well, we're 3 days away from the MTV VMAs, and they're still adding performers. And this year's performer list is kind of probably my mind, one of the weakest performance lists. Well, but it's a decent one. We already have performers with One Direction, Taylor Swift, Pink, Green Day, Frank Ocean, Alicia Keys, among others. But now, just been added to the main show, along with the pre-show being Demi Lovato and Calvin Harris. Hip Hop will be prominent, as A$AP Rocky will kick off the show with Rihanna, who was already announced. And also added to the performers list is 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, Weezy, Choo-Chi, whatever you want to call him, will of course release the dedication for this other fellow Young Money representative who's also nominated this year for VMA, and the winner of last year, Nicki Minaj. Nicki is set to perform with a secret guest. They're saying, who knows what the secret guest will be? It ain't going to be Weezy. I bet you the secret guest of Nicki Minaj is Drake. But it's Drake. We will see what happens in the VMAs this Thursday night. New performance added with Kevin Hart's the host this Thursday at 8 on MTV. Nah, I also want to get this year as in the past. Now, I watched Wall last night. We didn't see my Wall review yet. Like I said on the review, shitty Wall with a great ending with Paul Heyman coming back. Apparently, he's aligning himself with Punk. Makes sense. Like I said in the review, because CM Punk made a statement during his pipe bomb heard around the world last year that he's a Paul Heyman guy. Well, Heyman's back with him now that Lesnar's gone. So there you go. This might somewhat, once again, thoughts on war. But I missed TNA this past Thursday because I had a football tailgate. I watched the game. So I missed Impact. But the results of that, a few days late. They're down to the final 5 of the Bound for Glory series. I did see like part of the main event and part of the last segment. But Ace and Ace once again attacking. We had a couple, like I said, a couple final Bound for Glory series matches. It'll end this week. James Storm beat RVD. ODB returned and but won the Madison Reign. I think Eric Young, ODB, this whole storyline with them married should go away. It's getting old. I'm glad they ran away, but now they're back. Samoa Joe defeated AJ Styles in their match. It's about the Glory Series match. Also, we had the gut check guy, Chris Louis. Joey Ryan showed up. Joey Ryan showed up and interrupted the whole proceedings. And I said it 2 weeks ago, I said Chris Louis didn't deserve a contract. And Chris Louis is not getting a contract. He didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve a contract after that performance 2 weeks ago on Gut Check. He didn't deserve it. So maybe he didn't get the contract. I did see the main event, a little bit of Jeff Hardy against Kurt Angle, with Jeff Hardy winning. And they revealed that they got the final 5 for the Bound for Glory series, which will be James Storm, RVD, Samoa Joe, Bully Ray, and RVD. Then the final 4 go on to the No Surrender pay-per-view to do the finals. James Storm is guaranteed to be in the final 4. So the other remaining 4 of the 5 will fight it out this week, and the winners of those will advance to the final 4, which will be Jeff Hardy taking on Samoa Joe, and Bully Ray taking on RVD. So see which 3 out of those 4 will advance to the final 4 of the Bound for Glory series with James Storm. Now on with some news on UFC. Now UFC, of course, disappointed a lot of people over the weekend by not having UFC 151 this past Saturday, due to, of course, John Bones Jones pushing out a fight against Chael Sonnen after his scheduled opponent, Dan Henderson, got injured. So we got an event that will never happen, never be replaced. 151, the event that never took place. And heading on to 152, where John Bones Jones will defend his title against Vitor Belfort. Now, when it comes to the next pay-per-view, UFC 153, well, that main event's been changed. And it was supposed to be Jose Aldo defending his UFC Featherweight Championship against Eric Koch. However, Eric Koch got injured. So, Jose Aldo will still defend at UFC 153 on October 13th in Rio, in Brazil, against a man who's dropping down to featherweight, the former lightweight champion, Frankie Edgar, who's dropping down to featherweight, and his first match as a featherweight will be against Jose Aldo. Many people calling it a dream match. Should be a great match at UFC 153. Should definitely make up for not having 151. Hopefully 152 will live up to expectation with Jones against Vitor Belfort as your main event on the 22nd in Toronto. That is it for the Atakline for today. See you all later. Bye bye, you been attacked by the news from Zach. See you all later, yeah.